All right, the roundtable episode number something, but we are here. Gosh, man, in this heat wave. Holy smokes, man. Well, it makes you appreciate the cooler days, doesn't it? All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's bring on the panelist. She is the trucking queen. Oh, we're gonna get into some queen talk tonight. Oh, it's gonna get a little controversial, but with this person, there is no controversy. She is the trucking queen, one Miss Becky Lopez, aka B.
Yeah, where's the you need
Yeah,
a
you're right. You're right. Let me see. Let's see.
we need
Uh,
a button.
gosh, I know. Instead I got over here. There we go.
There, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying not to melt.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Yeah. But
Stay away from the heat.
not too much longer. Not too much longer. So
I think we still have a good month though. It's barely gonna be September.
they say August and September are the hottest months of the year. Yes.
They are.
Yes.
They're horrible.
Yeah. And of course, we got our brother, our hermano, right? It is no Frankie Fear. That vato's a punk. We up the stakes with Freddie Fear from Two Face Entertainment. One, Mr. Fred Segura.
What's up, guys? That sounds better. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. But no, how you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
We're discussing the weather. How's the weather over there?
You know what? It's been very, very hot. But today, it's overcast.
Yeah, over here too.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's humid.
Yes. But it's humid. It's still hot.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still hot. So, all right. And we actually have a fourth panelist today. This fourth panelist is the love of my life, the person that I dream about, the one that I want to marry. I would say all that if this person were the woman of my dreams. But this next person is none of those things. So erase all of that. Instead, he's just some guy named Paul from LA Times. Well, Mr. Pablo.
Good to see you, man.
I'm saying orale because there's a Chicano movie star who said you're not supposed to say orale, and I always say orale. So I'm saying that on purpose, bro. But thank you for having me on, bro. Appreciate it. I look forward to slapping you around, Cholo.
Oh man, don't start with foreplay here. Come on, what are you doing, Pablo? Hey, Pablo and I go back. Oh man, we go like way back in the day, man. Yeah. Pablo, hey dog, I'm glad to have you on, homie. Glad to have you on. You're making a very powerful enemy right here once upon a time, Holmes. I'm glad you you settled down, Holmes.
That's right.
All right. So before we get into the subjects, B, what have you been up to, girl? How's the weekend?
Very hot. It's like miserable.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I bit my lip and I keep biting the same spot. So if you guys see me next week without a lip, that's what happened. I was like, oh, it's just I've been fighting with my lip. Life is good.
Did you bite your lip eating? Like, were you eating something?
I did. I was like starving, so I was like chewing really fast, and then I just like gripped my lip, and you know how I have like a big old lip already. And for some reason, every time I go to chew, I just bite on the same part, and I'm just so over it. It's so sad. Yeah.
What's worse, biting the lip or biting the side of your cheek?
I think the cheek.
Yeah.
Because it just like
Okay.
pops out even more, and it's just like a constant chew. I think. I don't know.
And I think with the lip, you can at least kind of like move your lip out a
Yeah.
little bit,
Uh-huh.
right? With the cheek, it's just
There.
there. It's just there, and you can't stop tonguing it. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. All
That's
right, okay.
Becky the
Uh,
lip.
Frederick the Entertainer. What have you been up to, man?
Man, I've been trying to stay cool, bro. Like, cause it's been very hot, very hot. But I've been good, man. I've been good. I've been staying busy with a lot of things, getting a lot of stuff done. Uh, and it's been good. Everything's been good. Spent time with my girl last weekend, and everything's been good. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a hopeless romantic, you know. It just, you
Fred, I
know.
tell you, Fred is an exquisite man of passion, man.
Oh, bro. You know,
Is
hey,
it, I'll tell you, man. LL Cool J's got nothing on Fred, man.
oh,
LL
shoot.
Cool J's got nothing on Fred, man.
You
I'll
know what,
tell you.
bro? I take after Heavy D and the boys, bro. That's my hero, bro. Out of all the rappers, that man would would could move, dance, and everything, bro, and dress sharp, dude. That's an underestimated rap artist, bro, of his time. So
Now
yeah,
that we got love, what are we gonna do with it? Oh man,
you got to, man, got to.
Pablo, my brother, man. What have you been up to, homie?
Yeah, man. Just want to say something to Heavy D, man. And when I was younger, I had the album. Yeah, it was some good stuff right there, man.
Oh yeah,
You know, he was he's definitely a OG. Yeah,
yeah.
man. I've been all over the place doing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. Working to make the future brighter. You know what I mean? As
Mm,
we should be doing, rather than staying stagnant. Because we could stay
mhm.
stagnant, but always reaching for more, and always trying to accomplish those things that have in the past have been set on the shelf, and hopefully this new year coming up, even this year, we're gonna have a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff. By the way, you guys were talking about the heat. Hey, I know I'm old, but I'm not sunny old, right?
Right.
Um, so you guys remember? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Maybe about 10 years ago, do you guys remember there was none of these ankle biter mosquitoes?
Oh
They're
yeah,
like new to like Southern California. I don't know if you have them in Northern California,
yeah,
but
yeah.
man, now our summers were perfect, bro. But now we got these little mosquitoes that go out and bite your ankle. You can't even go to the park or nothing no more
Hmm.
without getting bit, man.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yes.
I I don't even I maybe it's because I was a little kid, or I don't know if mosquitoes didn't exist in the 1980s, but I don't remember getting bitten by mosquitoes in the 1980s or even the 90s, really,
These
dog.
are new ones though, Trollo. These are the new ones that just came. They fly low on the ground and they go after your ankles and stuff. They're kind
Mm.
of
Yeah.
kind
The
of weird like that.
little tiny ones, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You know. I've been seeing them for a couple of years now, and every summer I buy those candles. I don't know. There's
Mm.
some candles you buy because they'll eat me alive. They will
Yeah.
eat me alive, man. They love me, man. They're just like on me. I'm like, man, dude, these things. I wake up and I'm all itching, and I see a little bumps and stuff with it. I mean, they're feasting. They're feasting on me bad. So I keep them out of here with the little candle thing.
Yeah.
They hate scented smell. So if you put like
Yeah.
cigarette,
Lemongrass. No, it's lemongrass. Your
lemon,
candle.
yeah, something
I
like that.
think it. Yeah. Yeah. My deal are the pulgas. The fleas love my ankles. Oh my goodness, they bite. So it's so embarrassing.
Oh man.
It's disgusting. Uh-huh.
Hey, hey, Johnny, I'm with you. When I was a little kid, like I don't remember getting bitten by mosquitoes or anything. The only time I remember getting bitten by mosquitoes is when we went to Tijuana. But outside of that, I don't remember
Yeah,
getting
because
bitten by mosquitoes in the 80s and the 90s. Hey, by the way, I want to give a nice big shout outs, man. Denkin and Drankin, our brother Bean Lokester right there, man. Shout out to the Bean Lokester.
Yes, sir.
Bean
That's
Salute,
Lokester.
uh
brother. Luke.
Much
That's
love,
my
Diesel.
guy. That's
Much
my
love.
boy,
Hey,
right?
Cholo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cholo. You guys
Yes.
got the roaches in East Los. That's why, bro. Those roaches ain't no
Oh,
joke.
is that what? Hey, there was a gang of roaches, dog. Growing up, homie, there was cucarachas everywhere, dog. There was
It's in the news.
cucarachas
It's in the
everywhere.
news. The roaches and the rats in East Los are in the news lately. People getting sick.
Okay. Okay. No, we lived in apartments all the time growing up, dog. We had cucarachas all the time. All the time, dog. It didn't matter what apartments you lived at. There was cucarachas all the damn time, man. We would clean, but it doesn't matter. You're in an apartment. So
Yeah.
if your neighbor's filthy as heck, doesn't matter, man. We had Asian neighbors, I remember at one point upstairs. And when they moved out, they went in there to clean. Dude, it was all molded and everything. It seemed like they all worked at a restaurant or something and they would do stuff. Ah, man. Yeah. Man, I grew up with cucarachas, dog, all over the place, man.
And
I'm
then
like,
they live after people leave, and then they travel
mm,
through the pipes, so they come out of your sink. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
blow the whole complex up and start all over again.
Yeah. You know
Hmm.
how they do that ancestry thing? Like they test your blood. I'm probably gonna be like part cucaracha, man, because it just cucarachas throughout my
I believe it.
cucarachas throughout my entire childhood, throughout my entire damn childhood, man. So,
Damn.
as far as me, you know what, Pablo, I'm with you, dog. I mean, you went deep, Holmes, but I'm with you, man, dog. I am just like on a mission, homie, and
Yes.
just getting things done. It is feeding,
Yes.
man. I'm already looking forward to 2027,
Mhm.
but I want to enjoy every day as well. So,
Amen.
God willing, I'm working on a lot of things. God willing, if it's in His plans, hopefully they come to fruition. If not, may He steer me in another path. If that's what His plans are. But man, it's freedom. Man. I went to the movies over the weekend. I went to go watch the new Insidious movie, and we'll get
Oh,
into movies a little bit later. But I went over the weekend. I like the Insidious movie franchise, but that movie wasn't good. That
really?
movie, it wasn't terribly bad, but if you love the Insidious franchise, which I do, go ahead and watch it. It's not terribly bad, but for dang sure it's not good. But don't go watch it in theaters. It's not worth watching it in theaters. That's for sure. So,
Well, you know what I forgot to mention, guys, before we get into anything else. My girl and I, we went to go see George Lopez, man. Was it last week or the week before, something like that? The week before, yeah, 2 weeks ago, something like that, man. So yeah, it's been great. So yeah, got to see George Lopez live, bro. And man, he just yeah,
did he
he's
make
good.
you laugh?
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what he did? He
Okay.
did. I, I,
Okay.
I honestly thought at first I was like, okay, whatever, kind of like a little bit,
Yeah.
No, but he was great, man. He did great. My first time seeing him live,
Mm.
and
I,
he did a good job, man. He did a very good job.
e-
Yeah.
every now and then, I still catch an episode of the George Lopez show, and he looks weird today. He just like
Mm.
let himself like look like you know what he looks like? He looks like a Chicano version of that professor from the movie Independence Day when they went to Area 51.
Yes.
He
Yes.
he looks at, I'm like, dude, man, you just look off, man. And then I go watch the George Lopez show and I'm like, hey, that's when George was cool, man. I'm not saying he's not cool today, but his look, like he just like really, I don't know what he did with himself,
It's,
man.
yeah. He
But
got
he's sick too, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I
he
think,
got weekend though,
doesn't
bro.
he like shake like the Parkinson's or something?
I
What's
don't
wrong with
know.
him? He wasn't shaking on stage?
No, no, he looked awfully thin though. He was very thin. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I had read somewhere he's like sick with some kind of illness.
Okay. Oh, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think,
Yeah, because he let like his hair grow long and
yeah.
like his
Yeah.
facial hair grow, and he's looking like a wizard.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he looks
yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
I was
warlock.
with that.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So All right, gang. Let's go ahead and let's get to a couple of things here. So we have this story here of, well, actually, B, can you tell us a little bit of detail? I got audio to play. I actually don't have any video, but I have audio. Or do you want them to play the audio? And B, you go ahead and tell us the latest because this audio is a little bit old.
Okay.
So let's get into this audio here.
An astounding show of support today for Lindsay Clancy. Hundreds of women, all dressed in pink, cheered the accused mom as she arrives in a police caravan for her murder trial. Supporters ran across the field to greet Lindsay. Some came with their babies. They held up heart hands during a silent rally with a mom who strangled her 3 young children, then jumped from the second floor window, leaving her paralyzed for life.
It's a buzz around here, guys.
Fox News legal analyst Chanley Painter, a former prosecutor, actually wore pink in her live report as she spoke to Lindsay's defense attorney, who was greeted with cheers.
Hey, guys. What do you think of the support for Lindsay Clancy out here?
I have no words.
No words.
It's amazing.
It echoes last year's Free Karen Reed campaign. Those supporters also wore pink. She was acquitted of murdering her cop boyfriend. The rally for Lindsay Clancy is not just in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where the trial is being held. There are gatherings across the USA today, including here in New York in Union Square. Actress Alyssa Milano today is joining the chorus of Lindsay Clancy's sympathizers. She revealed, "I stayed in a public psychiatric ward for 3 days after the birth of her son." But others are taking to social media to express shock over the display of support for 36-year-old Lindsay. Are people really cheering for someone who murdered her kids? 3 babies were strangled. What? Today in court, the judge called up each juror one by one for a private conversation. It's not known what was discussed, but we do know that the jury saw Lindsay's army of supporters as they entered the courthouse. The lone witness today was a hospital chaplain who testified what Lindsay told her after her breathing tube was removed 8 days after she killed her children.
She alluded to having heard a voice, and the voice, according to Lindsay, told her that if she did not follow the command, neither she nor her children would be safe.
Okay. All right. I really should have brought this up. Okay. B, what's the latest on this Lindsay Clancy? And then we'll get into all the support and how much money she's raised and all that.
Well, today they had court. I don't know exactly the outcome on that, but I know that her attorney was delivering the closing statements in regards to everything, the evidence and everything pointing at her. So that is pretty much the update of today. I don't know if that was the footage of today, but there was the older man, her attorney, right there just going on and on and on. So yeah, that's what we're waiting on, the final verdict, where obviously she is getting blamed for killing her kids and trying to suicide.
Okay.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Yeah. I know you guys weren't able to see the audio that was playing, but when they came up to him and asked him, like, "Hey, what do you think about all the support?" He seemed shocked. He seemed like, "Oh wow, man, everybody's crazy. I'm just here to get paid." All right. Fred, thoughts?
You know what, man? I think people have no. Excuse me. I don't think people have any sort of say. Jeez, excuse me. I don't think people have any kind of common sense anymore, man. Everything is social media influenced. They're looking at it like she's some kind of hero and stuff, bro. Come on, bro. Like, no. I think it's ridiculous, man. I honestly, I think it's sickening. They said she wouldn't be safe, her or her kids. she took her kids out, but she's still alive, obviously. You know, I mean, and how people can support this, man. And then not only that, they wear a certain color now. They're wearing pink for her. I,
Mm.
I think this is sickening, bro. To be honest with you, you want my honest opinion? It's sick.
Okay. All right. Pablo, thoughts?
Disgusting, disgusting, man. I think somebody, I think Andrew in the comments wrote, if this was a man, it would be a totally different story. You know,
Mm,
they would hung him, and
yeah,
that's so true. Now, is it just a defense? I'm not saying, there's all kinds of things that come to my mind. One's demonic. The other thing is you've seen the way she looks. It's crazy, and I think postpartum is a real thing, but that doesn't excuse you from what you did. She killed three, right? Was it three people? That is
Babies.
disgusting.
3 kids, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is just so disgusting and evil. And I know we're going to talk more, so I'll reserve till we get to the psycho psychoness of the crowd.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get to the crowd right now. B, you're the only woman on this panel until one of us transitions, right?
Fred,
What
Yeah,
you're the romantic one, Fred.
B, what is your thoughts on this?
I think that she didn't do it. Those are my thoughts. And I know you guys are going to be upset with me, but
Mhm.
there is way too much evidence that shows she is innocent versus her actually doing these crimes. I think they framed her between the husband and his mistress. And I do believe she had postpartum depression mixed with regular depression because being the woman that I am and living the traumas that I lived, I think she knew that her husband had a mistress. So that was a lot of the issues that were going around in the house. And again, I just feel like she's innocent. And I think a lot of people agree. That's why they showed up to the trial. And I think bringing the babies is kind of like a support like deal because her babies didn't make it, so that's how I see this case from my point of view.
Okay, let me ask you this because I don't know any of that stuff. So is the husband cheating? So the husband has a side chick?
So he had been running around with a woman that is creepy, creepy looking just like her. It is
Oh,
crazy because these reports that people are coming up with, they put the two women side by side like that half face. They look almost identical. It is so scary. It's creepy, like weird. Like, why would he cheat on his wife with somebody that looks just like his wife, right?
mm,
So it turns out to be that he had been running around with this specific woman for about 3 years prior to the whole situation that went down. And the way that they found this out was because I think it was maybe 2 months after the babies were, after the whole situation happened, 2 months later, he came out in the open with the new girl. He married her with in less than a year. So I guess people were really suspicious over that and started like paper trailing her. And he had already been going out to I can't think of the name. Brazil. He had been going out to Brazil on these like getaways that he supposedly did by himself, but they found that the mistress had written a Yelp review on the same exact place where this man was staying at the same time that he was in that area in that hotel. So everybody started putting two and two together, and it turns out that he was running around with that woman for close to 3 years before the attack came down on the wife and children.
okay. Is that her defense? Is she saying that she's innocent, that she didn't do it? Is she saying is because I have not heard that yet. Maybe the husband is running around, but is that what the defense is going for? That hey, she's innocent. She actually did not commit this crime.
No.
They're trying to say that because a lot of little technical details look that way. I guess he took her Apple Watch out when because she sent him out to go get, I don't know, medication or something. Turns out he left the house, but he left with her watch. He told people he was out of the house by 5:15 in the afternoon, but yet he was still sending out emails out of his home computer at 5:24 in the evening. So that gives them a 10-minute gap that he lied about. So then they have pictures or surveillance, I should say, of him walking into a store and he has her watch in his hand. So what this guy's doing is he's calling her. Of course, she ain't gonna pick up because they had already tried to do away with her. And then he's calling himself back out of her phone. So it can look like he was having communication with her back at home when all this is impossible because the time that the paramedics were called, they came in, the condition she was in, everything's going based on body temperature. She was at 85 degrees, her body, which the what are they, the detectives or whatever, they come to a conclusion that it is impossible for a human body that is alive to drop to that degree in less than 40 minutes. It takes over
Okay.
4 hours for a body to drop to that degrees overall. So they're saying that all this was very premeditated. The husband did everything he did and then left and made it look like he was still communicating back and forth with her. Came back to the house, staged the whole thing like, oh my God, it's a surprise. The way she was, I guess she supposedly jumped out a window. She had all kinds of medication on her, like in her system. She had like a broken back, her vertebrae, they said, like her thyroid even exploded. Like she was in really, really bad shape. And the
Okay.
husband told the cops
But
that, yes.
V, okay, but that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is that the defense? Are they saying, or is the defense, is she saying that she's innocent? Is her attorney, defense attorney, saying
Yeah.
she didn't commit this crime?
Yes. They're saying she didn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
so
saying she did do it. They're saying she did do it.
okay.
They even-
Oh, all right. We got to get this right. Okay. I'm sure there's stories out there that are saying like, hey, she probably didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. What I'm asking is her herself and her defense attorney. What are they fighting? Are they fighting that she did not commit this crime?
Yeah. But they mentioned too that because she says that she was in like a trance or something because she's seen herself do this. So now they're saying, yeah, that she had like postpartum psychosis.
But she's saying she didn't do it.
No.
No.
her
Okay, I want to make it clear because you
attorney-
said no. Okay, no.
She's saying that she didn't do it, but then she's not sure. So her defense is trying to show that she's clear of it.
By saying that she doesn't know if she did it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go for it, Pablo.
No, I was gonna say her attorney contends she was experiencing postpartum psychosis when she killed her children. So they're definitely going the route with the jury that um, they're admitting it, but saying she was postpartum, and so I think they're more going for a plea of insanity, which they might get. Who knows? All it takes is one person, right, to say no. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to completely throw it out the window. Ha, that's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
I'm not going to completely throw it out the window that hey, maybe her husband and her mistress probably committed this and then threw her out, thinking that they would have killed her, and then blaming it on her. But if she if she herself is going with the fact that, hey, I wasn't in my right mind, so I don't know. See, if they were going with, hey, you know what, I did not do this, I did not do this, he did it, then I would say, okay, you know what, we got something here, right? But because I don't hear her saying that, or I don't hear the defense attorney saying that, I hear more of what you're saying, Pablo. Well, I hear them say that, like, "Hey, she wasn't in her right mind. You guys support her. Women go through, these psychosis stages or whatever it may be." That's what I hear. All the other stuff, B, that you said, I don't. Is the defense saying this stuff, or is people coming up with this, like saying, like, "Hey, you know what? A lot of this stuff doesn't add up."
A lot of the stuff was put together on, like, again, paper trail, and a lot of it, her defense was saying, like, the details of the police when they were called and the body temperature and all that other stuff was actually there, because he's trying to say that although she can't really remember, it's like clinically impossible for everything that happened to happen at the times that it was said it happened.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, there's people that believe that OJ really didn't kill Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson. So and some people, I remember talking to somebody, he's all like, "Nah, man, he didn't do it." You know why? I said, "Why?" He said, "Because there's too much evidence that proves him guilty." And I'm like, "Ah, okay." So look, okay, uh, my opinion on this is, I think she did do it. Again, I want to make it clear. I'm saying I think. I'm not saying I know she did it. I'm saying I think she did it. It seems very odd for her and her defense attorney to come out and say, we don't know. We don't know, man. Some things just don't add up. That's a rough one, man. To instead of saying like, no, I would never do that to my kids. Like, what the hell's wrong with everybody? No, this wasn't me. Even if she didn't remember, I mean, for her to come out and say like, you know what? I don't know because I don't remember. Like to say like, no, heck no. No, even if I weren't in my right mind, I would never do anything like that. But that's not really her demeanor. Her demeanor is a little bit more, she seems guilty. I'm gonna go and say that I believe that she did do it. But again, who knows, right? I mean, I don't know the husband. I don't know who her man was. I tend to believe that he's probably a whack job as well. So I don't think that was a stable home. I don't think that he was a good, loving, Christian man that just wanted to raise his family and take them to church. Yeah, I think there was a bunch of problems in that home for this woman to do that. And if you had a mistress on the side, yeah, it speaks volumes of who this dude is. I believe, I think you, I, you could, when things like this happen, and what somebody put on the chat, right? If this were a man, and I don't want to play like the sexist card because I do believe there's double standards. I believe there's men over here, there's women over here. There's definitely double standards, and I have no problems with it. I truly 100% believe in double standards. No issues with double standards. But yes, if this were a father and he was saying like, you know what, I don't know. I'm suffering with this, postpartum, whatever thing, or, I went to war, or sometimes I have flashes. I just don't remember. I don't think anybody will lift a finger to help that guy. I think everybody will say, you know what, fry this dude, fry this guy, because it's a woman. Women can tug on emotions of other women, especially women that have been through trauma, women that have been molested, women that have been raped, women that have been done wrong by men, women that have been, just horrible relationships, women like that. And that's who I think are supporting her. Um, and that's a very unfortunate part. I mean, Alyssa Milano, I don't know if you guys know, she hasn't been cool since Commando.
Yeah.
She is a complete nut job, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows. She has a podcast. I used to listen to it just to find out how far off she's gone. She is insane. But
Yeah.
uh, I'll start with you on this one, Fred. What do you think about all the support that she's getting from a lot of women? You know, wearing pink and the hearts, and I'm sure some of these women are probably one of the ones that want to believe, and maybe they're right. I'm not saying they're wrong in
Yeah.
believing, but maybe they're right. Maybe the dude did do. Maybe she is innocent. I don't think so. But what is your thoughts of this overwhelming support that she's getting? Because let me before I pass it to you, Fred, let me go ahead and read this to you guys.
Okay.
There's two mothers right here side by side. Let me see. One mother saved all six of her children from a burning house. She saved all six of her children, and she has a GoFundMe. She raised $42,000. That is a mother. Her house burned down and she ran inside and saved all six of her kids. With the GoFundMe, she raised $42,000. This Lindsay Clancy girl, she has a GoFundMe. She's raised $1,044,318. So there's some support there, man. There's definitely some support there. Fred, what's your thoughts on the support?
You know, I mean, I didn't know half of the story about the other side of it, but I'll say this again. I think people today kind of run with whatever. I'll put it to you this way, and again, I always sound like a broken record, but social media is the judge and jury, and will make their decision no matter whatever the case is. You know, if somebody is guilty, they're going to you know they're going to try to bring up facts, and people argue back and forth regardless of the facts. I think honestly, I mean, granted, she has a lot of supporters. I'm not going to knock that. To make $1 million, man, off of that alone, let's just say, what if we find out later that she did do it? You know, not that there's any doubt in my mind. I'm just hypothetically speaking. It's proven. Then what?
Okay.
You know, I mean, I just think, honestly, look, honestly, man, it just it's just a whole social media vibe. That's what it's become. Everything is a social media vibe now. I think I understand the support and everything, but let's find out for sure before
Mm-hmm.
we're out there, saying, hey, you know what, this and that, and you get into arguments with with other people. Like, we don't know yet. I mean, granted,
Fred,
yeah.
Fred, Fred, real quick. You said you understand the support. Tell us what you mean about that. Dissect that a little bit.
If somebody's very passionate about it and truly believes that she's innocent,
Mm,
and they get very passionate about it, it's one thing to get sucked in the moment over something and not really analyzing it. You pull somebody's heartstrings, they're gonna
Yeah.
go in that
React.
direction right away.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than to look at it, you don't look at it with emotion. You look at it with your mind and your eyes, and you see their body language, so on and so forth. Uh, just to see what's going on. I mean, for people to jump to that conclusion, it's pretty wild to me, man. I just think it's pretty wild to me. But I get it. We're living in that age, you know.
mm,
But I
mm.
mean, does it sound far fetched that her husband and his mistress uh perhaps didn't and blamed her? Yeah, it's a bit far fetched to me though. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just not buying it.
Okay. All right. Pablo, what's your thoughts on the overwhelming support that she's getting? By the way, Pablo, you're on mute.
Oh, I know. Hey, Cholo,
Yes, sir.
what do you think of the support? It doesn't matter what you think, fool.
Oh,
Had to
God.
do it. Had to do it. Yeah, man. You know, it's odd. It's odd, bro. It's odd. Like earlier today, I jumped on YouTube and I was, preparing, and I was seeing people. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories, right?
Mm,
And it's the job of her lawyer to create doubt, especially now that it's in the public's eye. They're gonna create doubt. If not every I is dotted, like how did this happen? How did that? I get it, you know. But her man, to see all those people out there, it's crazy. But the reason I brought up TV, so I turned on Fox News, and it was
mm,
basically they were talking about it. Basically, she's guilty. It's an easy case. Then I turn to MSNBC, and they're practically on the other side.
mm,
So a lot of our influence gets what you watch, right? So where you watch, but I get, you know, I'm glad B like she's thinking for herself. She's like looking at the evidence, and that's what we're supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
Really, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to throw her. But my thoughts, okay, I don't understand it. I don't know. But the one thing, if she's not acting, this chick really looks like she's kind of psycho. Okay,
yeah.
so I would rather see her. I get help because she does look crazy. Psychiatric. Let's be real. Go to a psychiatric prison, but there's a good chance. I don't remember is if the jury is sequestered or not, or if they're going home every day. Because if they're going home, they're watching the news just like us, and they're gonna have emotions and sway. So there's a chance she might get off. And if she does get found guilty, I know the prosecution is putting that she intended to do it, but I hope she does look psycho to me, bro. So I'm just hoping that if she does get found guilty, they put her in psychiatric ward, and who knows, dude. But yeah, the support. It's one thing like B, right? Questioning everything. She's looking at the evidence, saying, "Hey, this guy. What about this guy? Look at this guy, right?" That's
Mm.
looking at the evidence and having an open mind. I get that, dude. But I don't know. But to be out there marching for this, like there's so many things to march for. Like that person you said who saved her kids and stuff. Like
Mm.
Mhm.
so many better things to march for than the lady who killed three kids, and yeah. So you know that's my thoughts.
Pablo, before I pass it to B, let me ask you this. You said she might get off. If she goes to a like a nut house, is that getting off for you? Because if she goes to a nut house and say, 10 years later, she's sane, there's a chance that she might get back on the streets. Is that
Yeah.
getting away with it?
Well, yes, it is getting away, especially if she did it. But I'm just saying, what do you do, dude? If someone is psychologically not there, what are you gonna do? Throw them in prison with no help? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You gotta throw them the other way where they could get help. And like the guy who shot Reagan, right? I don't know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Mm,
old. I'm old. Ronald Reagan got shot. The guy who shot him went to prison. I don't know for 20, 25 years or whatever it was. Got out.
35.
Eh,
It was
Yeah,
35.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he got out. He's out, but
Yeah.
he's talking pretty good. But he did go to psychiatric place, and he got help, and he's thinking a little better. So I would rather have her go there because I know I sound like a bleeding liberal, right? But I would rather have somebody if their mind is not there, I want them to get help rather than just throw them in prison, regardless of the crime. Let's get them right because to throw them in a jail cell to rot, that is cruel too. You know? I know
ah,
I'm sounding like a
okay.
wuss, Polo. I hope you ain't gonna cut me off.
Okay, okay. B, what's your thoughts on the support that she's getting?
Okay. Again, you guys are probably gonna disagree with me, but this is what we're about, right?
Hmm.
Um, the majority of her support team are women. Okay,
Yes.
you guys as men never suffer from postpartum depression.
Good night,
Okay,
guys.
postpartum depression is one thing, postpartum psychosis is another. Okay, I honestly, like Pablo said, I looked at the whole case from all angles, and especially hitting home because I suffered postpartum psychosis, and it's like the extreme of the extreme. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of my situation so you guys can understand a little bit of how it is, and then we'll talk about when they took the tube out of this woman. Okay, when I had my oldest, I was already going through a lot of issues. A lot of issues. I got thrown out of my job with my dad. My sisters took my place. Um, Stuff with my husband were like to the floor. He was running around as well. So all the tensions weren't there. I started feeling this like anxiety, depression all at once. Okay. And I would hear a baby crying. I would constantly hear a baby crying. And I remember I was so like paranoid to leave my baby like during the day. I'm talking about in the middle of the day, I'm trying to wash dishes or put a load of laundry in the washer, and I would just constantly hear a baby crying. My little girl was only about 2, 3 months old. She wasn't even moving yet. So it wasn't like she fell out of the bassinet. It was impossible for her to get hurt. So wherever in the house I was, I would run to go see her, and she's completely sound asleep. I would do that swaddle when you tie them up real tight. She was perfect. I would lay her a little bit sideways. It was good. This crying continued to get more and more and more. I would even walk outside and stand outside my porch and like try to listen to see if maybe there was another baby, maybe next door or across the street, because I couldn't crack this code of what baby was crying so much when mine is right in front of me and she's completely sound asleep, yet I'm still hearing a baby cry. So, my mom was always in the picture at that point. She'd always be coming over every other day. I never had the luxury of having somebody stay with me and helping me, nothing like that. I had my kid. 7 days later, I was back at work. Then they threw me out. I was at home, and that was it. I never had a chance to like relax my mind. It was just go, go, go. Okay. I would tell my mom, I hear a baby crying at all hours of the day. I don't know what it is. My mom told me. I'm crying while I'm telling her. And back then I wouldn't cry, So my mom was like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "Mom, I don't know what's wrong with me." She told me, "You need to make an appointment with your doctor, and you need to tell them this that you're feeling and this that you're hearing, because it is not normal." So I was like, "Well, what is it?" She's like, "You probably have postpartum depression." No, again, Cupcake, we're fighting every day. He's not helping anything at all. Okay, so I make my appointment. I go to the doctor. Okay, they're asking me all these questions. And suicide, and do you feel like harming yourself? Do you feel like harming your baby? Do you feel like harming your spouse? Do you feel like it was just like all these questions asked in different ways, but it was the same question over and over. Okay, they came to the whole conclusion that I was postpartum, so they gave me supposedly depression medicine, and that stuff made it even worse. I started hallucinating. Like I'm talking about, I would see things happening in front of me. Okay, one day it was, he would leave real early in the morning. He's always had the same schedule, so no later than 4:45 in the morning, he was gone. It was like a Freddy Krueger kind of dream where you wake up and you're doing this and that, but then you're still asleep. That's exactly how everything played out in my head, in my face. And what I did was my baby was crying, and I literally seen that I had I bit off each one of her fingers. So she's sitting there crying uncontrollably, like in pain, like this ugly cry, and I'm watching her, and I could taste blood out of my mouth. I can see that I'm full of blood myself. My baby's right there. And I remember I was like, what the heck did I just do? So as I'm like looking for my phone to call somebody, I wake up like for reals. I sit up and all of this was just a dream. Again, my little girl's on the side of me. There's no crying, there's no sound, there's nothing. It's barely like 5 in the morning. I got the pills, the jar of pills, the little yeah, the little jar of pills. I went to the bathroom, I flushed them down the toilet, and I remember I called Cupcake and I told him, you know what? I just had this dream. I don't feel well. Please come back. He's all like, get over it. You're so dramatic. Like I tell you, I had zero support from this man when I needed him the most. I was in the bathroom. I was crying for maybe 45 minutes and I just started praying to God. And I was just like, what do I do now if the medication that these doctors gave me are making me worse? So again, we're the reason why I'm explaining all of this is because we go back to all of the situation that happened with her. Okay,
Mm.
she's on the floor. Supposedly she slit her throat, she slit her wrist, and then jumped out the window. Okay, how is it possible that her adrenaline was pumping so well that after slicing both wrists and her neck, she still has strength to go up and jump out the window? On top of that, the husband Patrick says that when he got there, she told him that all the kids were in the basement. If she was completely knocked out and they even tested all the stuff she had in her system, how was it possible that to tell him where the kids were, she was able to communicate that to him, right? So then they said that when they had her, they finally took her in, whatever. The baby, the youngest baby, had no heartbeat. They were able to resuscitate him, and they're also saying that it's clinically impossible to be able to bring somebody back to life, resuscitation, if they have been unresponsive or considered dead for more than like half an hour or so. So everything was just sudden because when the help really came, they tested everything, they timed everything, and this is scientific time, not just hearsay or assumption. When they finally took her tubes out of her mouth about a week or so later, her first account of what had happened was that she told the nurse that she had seen herself doing all this. Okay, so here is where it gets confusing, because again, they're saying maybe she did, maybe she didn't. She's psychosis, she's crazy, she's nuts, whatever it is you want to say. But if she's already under this influence of whatever the doped up stuff that she was taking, and the mistress looks almost identical to her, would it be a possibility that she was watching what they were doing and she couldn't really react to it? You know what I mean? So it's like I'm up in the air with it. I'm not okay with the fact that they have so much money rounded up for her in a GoFundMe, because I'm with Fred. Wait and see what the outcome is, period. I honestly think that she's innocent. That's me. Because again, not because, I had the cheating husband or none of that. It's just everything, the way it just seems that it played out. It would make like, it's impossible for her to have done all this and then still, done that and then still talk about this. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think that I'm on I think she's innocent, and I think they framed her. That's it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Here is the issue that I'm having with all of this, right? Well, when it comes to the support, okay, when it comes to the support, nobody knows. Okay. I'm not gonna go out on a limb and support somebody to the end unless I know them personally. And like I said earlier, people can think that she didn't do it. People can think that she did do it. I think she did do it. Now, it is the defense, like Paul said. It is for them to disrupt, right? They're gonna do what they need to do, and that's one of the things about all this. Okay, the law, everything, the court system. Nobody cares about the truth. All everybody cares about is proving their side, trying to make everybody believe that their side is the truth. That is it. We'll never know what the real truth is, right? Even though somebody's found guilty or somebody's found innocent, that doesn't mean they really didn't do it or they really did do it. That just means that they were able to prove to people to believe that their side was correct, but nobody really truly knows, right? So when it comes to the support in all of this for her, the issue that I have with this, and I've said, like I said, I said this earlier, okay? I understand there's double standards, and I have no problem with double standards. Men, women, there's double standards. That's fine. I live my life through the double standards of men and women. Okay. That's cool. The issue that I'm having with this is that women mainly, okay, at least her supporters, because there's women that are not down with this. There's women out there that want this girl to fry, okay? But the women that support her, not all of them, but a good chunk of them are turning into this like it's a battle of the sexes. Like it's like, oh man, they're going after her because she's a woman. You know, it's the evil man. Blame it. And maybe the dude did really have something to do with it. I'm not defending that, Vato. I know damn well if he's with her and he has a mistress, especially if she looks just like him, there's something wrong with homeboy too. So I'm not defending him. But then it turns into this whole, let me pull on the strings of every woman that's been abused, every woman that never really got understood by her man, every woman that's, you know, been molested or raped or anything. I've been 100% open with my story of what happened to me growing up and being sexually molested through my childhood. I needed to make sure that I healed 100% so that I never fall into any of that trap where it's
Look
like,
at
hey,
that.
I got sexually molested. Yeah,
Those are two, they're both women, side to
that
side. Look at that.
that looks like her with a smile. Yeah.
That is, one is her, the one on the right is her, and this one over here is on the left is the mistress. Look at that.
I think you're showing the wrong picture. That's up and down. That's the one on top and the one on the bottom.
No, side to side. The nose cuts right in the middle. That's the girl saying the report right there.
Oh, got you.
Look at. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, they look identical. And it's a trip because the mistress was a doctor, she was a nurse. So it's like, why cheat then?
And I get it. And I look again. Do I think she did it? Yes, I think she did it. But like I said, I don't know that she did it. I'm not saying she did do it. But again, that's why they're gonna have this trial to see what's up, right? I don't think this dude is some innocent, you know, guy that you know kids should look up to. Absolutely not. So, but I don't like the outpouring of women like that. I mean, if there's women that are questioning it, like the way you are, B, hey, that's fair. That's fair. But for women to go out there and throw money into it and oh man, she didn't do it. Okay, we don't know, man. Let it play out. Let it play out. Because what if she did do it? And by the way, something that Pablo was saying earlier, man, I didn't forget about this, Pablo. So I got to rip into you, Holmes. Pablo, you said if she is not mentally stable, then she should get help. Look, to me, Holmes, okay, I'm with if somebody is, you know, mentally impaired, they need to get help. But if they go and kill somebody, to me, Holmes, look, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you weren't mentally there and you weren't in your right mind, but you killed somebody. And to me personally, when I'm in charge, you guys wait till I'm dictator, man. Things are going to be a lot different. Things are going to change around here. You look. Everybody who suffers from, you know, whatever mental illness of that sort, hey, they need to get help. We need to get them right. committing some crimes, hey, they stole something or, things like that. That's different. You could work with that. But if they go and kill somebody, especially in this case, right? Let's say she really did do it and she's saying she wasn't mentally there. She strangled her three little kids. To me, look, it's unfortunate that you mentally weren't there, but you get no pass with Cholo Trucker. It's unfortunate that you didn't get help beforehand. It's unfortunate that you didn't have family that vouch for you before any of this happened to say, hey, you know what? She's not in her right mind. She shouldn't be around her kids. We need to get her help before something really bad happens. It's really unfortunate. Hey, the old saying, life isn't fair. It sucks. It's horrible. But if somebody kills their kids or somebody commits murder or somebody that, hey, sorry, but gosh, you know what? You got to pay the price. You killed somebody. To me, it's like, no, we're not going to go. We're going to get you mentally right. And then we're going to let you out into a world. Like, no, nah, man. You know what? You killed somebody.
Wow.
It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's sad. I get it. It's sad. But hey, you win, and especially in a case like this, if she really did murder her three kids, that's to claim insanity for her to go get some mental help, and then hey, later on she's saying she's cool, she could be let out or something. Like, nah, that doesn't work for Cholo Trucker. That's right. I speak of myself of the third person, man, because that's how Cholo Trucker gets down. Go for it, Pablo.
I was gonna say that, if she did do it, and it's all coordinated, because there were witnesses that said like she's in the right mind, right? There's other witnesses that said she was took her kid to the doctor, was playing with them in the snow and whatever. Okay, and and I get it. I've known people with postpartum depression, who felt like people were gonna hurt their kids, and I've met people like that. But here's the thing: the strategy that her defense team is doing, right? They are, I think, like B said, they probably could have made a case. Okay, she didn't do it. There was other people. There's too much inconsistencies, right? But they didn't go that way. They didn't go that way, but they could have. And here's my thoughts on maybe B why they didn't go that way. This. I think they kind of went the smart way from a defense angle. Not saying guilty, innocent, none of that. I'm just saying if you're looking at her and her attorney, if she gets found guilty, they're going for the insanity plea, right? If she gets found innocent, she gets out. So, so either way, that's a better scenario than doing that she didn't do it. It was someone else, because in that case, it would either be she gets not guilty or, she's gonna fry. They're gonna kill her. You know what I mean? So from just a strictly lawyer part, it seems logical that they chose to go the way they did, even though there might be other evidence. They could have went that way. So it kind of makes sense if you're a lawyer. He's trying to protect his client. So either what's going to happen here, Lindsay, is you're going to get out, or we're going for the insanity plea. And for her, that's a better for her. That's better. Now for the prosecution, that's not. They're trying to say she's not crazy. So just something to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, they're both each side is doing what they're supposed to do,
Yes.
what they're supposed to do. So, I hope we get the truth. Again, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying she did it. I'm saying I think she did it. But look, it could be proven that she really didn't do it. And if she really didn't do it, hopefully they catch the one that did do it. And if it's him and his mistress that has something to do with it, hey man, fry them, but I personally look, and I know people are probably just gonna say like, oh yeah, you're just saying that because where you're at right now. Look, but if I had some sort of mental illness or something for some sort of episode, and I killed my kids when I was doing it, I I don't want to be alive, man. Make sure you take me out. I wouldn't want to live without knowing that I did that to my sons. So feel free to take me out. There's no way I would want to live. Go for it, Fred.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how I feel like that too. The feeling's mutual, bro. I wouldn't want to live, bro. I look. I don't. I look, be my heart out to you because of what you explained, how everything went. And that's sometimes as a man, it's kind of like, oh come on, just get over it. It's easy
Mm-hmm.
for us to do that, you know. It's easier for it's easy for us to do that, but it's also hard for us to understand, like what Solo just said too. Like, how can you not know what you're doing to a certain extent? I
Yeah.
mean, even yourself, you reach out to your mom like, hey, something's wrong, like something's wrong. That's why I'm kind of up in the air with this too, though. It's like I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd rather have them take me out as well. I
Hey,
totally agree.
and I like what Denise says. Wait till he cheats on his
Yeah.
mistress. She's gonna
Oh,
Yeah.
talk.
oh, wow.
Hey,
Wow.
just to kind of put a little bow tie on this, man. But B, I want to get your final thoughts on it too. But just to put a little bow tie on this,
I bow
for
tie.
for
I
those
bow.
for those that are saying like, oh, if it were a dude, he wouldn't get any support, man. It's only because she's a girl. Okay, you're right. You're 100% right. There's double standards. You're 100%, and that's fine. I have no problem with double standards, man. You're 100% right. But you know what? She's not gonna get that the dude would get. Oh man, the psycho dudes get a gang of chicks, man. Oh
Yes, they
man,
do.
I tell man, I tell it, every guy that has trouble with the ladies, I tell, hey, become a serial killer, man. They'll be all over you. They'll be all over you, man.
Mm-hmm.
See this broad. Yeah, you might have some, 55-year-old loser that still lives with his mom that, he might be like, hey, I think you're a beautiful person and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She might still get a little bit of that, but it's gonna be a bunch of dudes that she doesn't really want, bunch of losers, right? Oh man, but if it's a guy, the double standard is, oh, you get all the young hottest chicks, man, just wanting to tear your clothes off. So yeah, that's the double standard right there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
B, just any final thoughts on it before we move on?
I just wanted to add on a little bit to what Pablo said earlier that she looks psychotic.
Mm,
Okay. I would agree with that statement, but I also would like to I wouldn't say like make you guys like feel bad for her, but kind of see it on her end also. Okay, she woke up, she is forever handicapped. She's a paraplegic, right? All three of her kids are gone. Her husband already has two kids with the mistress and he's married. So I honestly think all of this just like blew her mind complete. Like think about it. First you're like suspicious that he's running around. Then you're going through your own motions of this postpartum depression because people say there's like family that says that she had lost a lot of weight the month before and she was talking about being depressed and suicidal and blah blah blah, which is all normal when it comes with postpartum depression, right? But then to think about having this whole scenario that happened, and then the way that she describes it, she was watching it happen, and then you wake up and you can't even move. Of course you're gonna, if you weren't crazy, you're gonna be crazy after all of that. So I don't know, I'm just with you guys. My thoughts are that I don't think she did it. I don't know if she did, but me, I'm basing it again against my personal experience with the whole thing. Because yes, even though you feel a certain way, there's been cases where mothers do kill their children and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's from case to case where the control's completely gone. But I in my madness, because I had about 7 months of crazy, and I'm talking about I should have been put away. I sit here and now that it's been 14 years and I'm better, I sit here and I really think, instead of the way my sister and Cupcake were trying to get me 5150, it's like, no, take the time to take me in, get evaluated, and get me the help I need. Because we had I'm talking about episode after episode, to where I was on top of the car breaking windows with a bat. Like, it was bad. It was bad. The cops came. I had a gun to his head. Like, I'm talking about, I was crazy, crazy, like crazy. No, but at the end of my meltdowns, or however you call it, I always still cared about my baby, because even though I was creating hell here, I was still kind of like just not my baby. You know what I mean? So that's what, like, kind of. And then again, I'm saying this, me, my thoughts. Was she really capable of going all out and choking all three kids? Because I just feel like she would have been able to have kind of that control to not do it. But then, again, I'm not contradicting myself. I'm just saying, it can vary from case to case, because there is the ones that don't have control and do off with the entire family. So it just sucks. But yeah, I think people need to stop so hard with all the support, and just wait till the entire verdict comes out and whatever supporting clues are there. They also said that a lot was kind of questionable, because his own mother went on there to kind of like back her up. So, it's like, what parent would do that? Go up in the court and back up your daughter-in-law after she just did away with all three of your kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like there was so much more going on in their environment behind closed doors that we personally don't know. So again, we just need to wait and see what really comes out of the whole thing, because I honestly think she was just not in her senses, and they did frame her. That's the way I see it. And they knew what her weak points were, because again, if that's her spouse, I know she was sharing with him, I feel like I want to die, and for my advice given to me was just do it already. So if he was the same kind of man telling her to do that, they already knew if it was premeditated. She's already talking to people that she wants to die, that she's suicidal. So, of course, if you already have this all figured out, and again, within a year, he was already married to the mistress. He has two kids with her already. This case is only 3 years old. So again, I'm with Cholo on this one. He isn't like a model person if he don't give, 2 cents what's going on with the real wife and his real children. So I don't know. It's a mystery for the Hardy Boys.
Okay. For the Hardy Boys. How
And
about
that's
that,
the dude.
Pablo? Well, two things. B, how you said, hey, she looks crazy, and think about what she went through. How else is she going to look? Also, that could be the defense. The defense could say, hey, this is the route we're going. So we can't have you look sane. We need to
Yeah.
make you look crazy, right? I mean, when it was the Menendez brothers, the judge was strict, like, hey, you guys are not going to wear suits and ties, because
Yeah.
that's going to make you look like an adult. We need to make you guys look like kids, and we're going to call you boys. So, I mean, they're probably making her look crazy on purpose, because that's the route they're going. But you're right. I mean, look, we don't know, right? We don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what new evidence comes out, and see how it plays out. The second thing, be you explaining, you with a baseball bat breaking windshields and everything. That's everybody's ex-girlfriend. Don't trip about that, girl. Everybody knows that. Uh, all right, let's move on here. Fred, this is your expertise, man. Real quick, what's going on with the Tupac Shakur case? I mean, so they know the dude that killed Tupac?
Yeah. Well, I'll put it to you guys like this. Because I've followed that since back then. I I mean, I had already drew my conclusion, and I was right from the gate. I think, and I'm not saying I'm special. I mean, anybody that was a fan pretty much already knew what happened, um, and why it happened, and it was just a senseless drive-by shooting. He messed with the wrong guy. The guy they beat up in the casino at the MGM
Mm,
happened to be a hitman. So after that, they a hitman from Compton, Southside Compton Crips. He they So the uncle being Dwayne Keefe D Davis, He obtained, and I'll cut the story short. It involves Foxy Brown. It involves another kingpin from New York. All this stuff. They obtained a 40 Glock. They go out looking for Tupac. They couldn't find him. They bought alcohol. They were gonna go party, whatever. They happened to see Tupac hanging out of the. You know what? Everybody knows what happened. Let's just get to that
Right.
part.
Yeah. So I want to know who's this Keefe D dude?
So
So he was the uncle of the guy that shot Tupac.
yeah, the one they beat up
Okay.
in the
How do you get busted and what's going on today? Because
oh,
now he's gonna be what? He's in trial now.
yeah, he is. So before we move on forward with that, those four people, four people in the white Cadillac are now considered to be a cream-colored Cadillac. They're not sure. Uh, the four gentlemen, the four men in the car have all. I mean, three of the four have all passed away, including Keefe D's nephew. Keefe D was a passenger. He survived. He wrote a book called Compton Street Gangster or something like that. And then he went on BJ Vlad's platform, and he went and told the whole story about how it all went down, what happened. But what had happened was that in 2008, I believe that some detectives went to his house, and he was facing life in prison. And they asked him, "Do you have anything else that would shorten the sentence?" And he spilled the beans on what happened with Tupac. They offered him a proffer deal. It was a proffer agreement to where he could only explain it that day and he wouldn't be charged for it. All he had to do after that was just shut up. But see, he went on all the platforms and a bunch of podcasts and started saying it all out. So which all falls back into what you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, and that's where we're at now. So they have him. Even though he claims not to be the trigger man, he said that he obtained the gun, he passed it to the back to the guy sitting behind the driver. The guy, he didn't want nothing to do with it. The nephew sitting behind him grabbed it, stuck his arm out, and dumped. That was it, bro. So, but like I said, all three other guys in the Cadillac have all passed away. The only last man standing is Keefe D, which is the uncle of Orlando Anderson. So
And it's what 30 years later.
30 years later.
No.
So get this. They have all these. So today, ironically, today they brought him some guy on the stand, and the defense was like, "Hey, did we ask you to go look for any kind of footage?" And he's like, "Yes, you did. Can you tell us what we asked? You know, can you tell the court what we asked you?" And he was like, "Yeah, you guys told me to look for Dwayne Keefe D. Davis for any footage of him." He said, "Did you find anything?" "Yes, we did." "Did you take it and burn it to a DVD?" He said, "Yes, we did." They downloaded everything, and then they clipped it. So on stuff that he's saying that he the I'll give Keefe D's he has a public defender. I'll give him this. He is fighting like you wouldn't believe, man. I thought, man, you would think he was a paid lawyer. He's really going up to bat for him.
Mm.
The problem is that the defense now brought in video to where he's like, "This is my book," and da da da, and he's telling the whole story in detail of what happened. Now the problem is that now he's saying it was all a lie to make money. Why would anybody put themselves in a murder scene?
Well, I just mentioned him earlier. O.J. Simpson. He wrote
Yeah,
a book. If I did it, this is how I would have done it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, I think that's a part of a guilty conscience, you know. Like, hey, you know, I, do I think they can get him? I mean, he's been locked up what 3 years now. Um,
Okay.
I
Okay. And it all stemmed from him going on a podcast.
yeah,
Wow.
spilling the beans, bro, spilling all the beans. And he went on a couple of them, so he was making money. But what he didn't understand that when he told the police, when he told the detectives, he was only good for that one day, and they couldn't charge him for it as long as he kept his mouth shut. But he didn't. he went on podcast after that and started saying everything, and then he wrote a book in extreme details of what happened.
All right, all right. Let's see if we could get somebody incarcerated tonight. B, whose windshields were you breaking that night? Uh,
Cupcakes. He came home full of hickeys.
B, what's your thoughts on this? Were you a big fan of Tupac?
He got shot on my birthday, and then I just found out that Fred's daughter's my birthday twin. So
Yeah.
that's about it. I mean, I love the song California Love.
Okay, okay. Do you remember him getting killed?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
remember the whole incident and the casino footage, the
Yeah.
outside footage. Yeah, it was a mess.
Let me ask you this, B. If that was what, 96, Fred?
I
Was that
believe
it?
so. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so 30 years ago. B, would you want this guy to get incarcerated, or to you it's like, it was so long ago, who cares?
You know what? I think if he did it, well, he did it. He should go down. You know, because I know we've had this conversation before. If it was our loved one that got taken out, you want to hold whoever did it responsible for it. You know, like our loved ones gone and down over, they've been dead. This guy still continued to live his life. And then it seems like brag about it after, because if you're going from podcast to podcast and you write a book, like they say in Spanish, que huevos, right? Like, no, get
He's
taken
making
out.
he's using it to make money.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
bro! And he said that when they opened fire on him, he goes, he looked like he was breakdancing. He still made a mockery of it, like it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said he looked
Wow.
like he was breakdancing because what he did was he tried to jump in the back. That's how they hit him in the hip.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
they hit him in the hand. They you know, one bullet went into the side. It went up to his collarbone, which collapsed his lung. I mean, they really made a mess of him, bro. Like bad.
He needs to go. Just earlier today, as a matter of fact, on Instagram, I reshared a post that I came up on. There's a man that's visiting his son, and they've never found the killer. So he's sitting there explaining what happened and saying, you know, whoever killed my son, it's been like over 20 years. He's all like, just, you know, turn yourself in. And I'm with that. Like, you know, I put myself in that situation. I would want whoever did it to be turned in. Like, there, go down, do your time now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, Disco, man, now you're talking, homie. Now you're talking. Yes, Triple Mania. Yes, absolutely. Pablo, your thoughts on this real quick?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got just one question really quick. If you guys were on the jury, would you say guilty or not guilty?
For the KPD dude?
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty?
Yeah.
I would say not guilty.
Why
Why
is
is
that?
it?
He did it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want that snitch jacket. I was just asking.
No,
Hey, by
but
the way-
once you're on the jury, dude, it's a whole different. You know, it's
Not down here, bro. Not where I live.
no.
Oh, please. Not where I live. Oh, man. The nice neighborhood of Corona Hills, the mean streets of Corona Hills. That's right, man. You might get bit by a dog, by a little chihuahua, a little poodle walking down the street where Pablo lives.
Oh, it's everywhere, brother. It's even up here, bro. It's the same codes
I
apply.
know.
Oh, you guys knock it off.
What? No, I'm saying a lot of people believe in that, but see that let's switch it up. If it's a family member of yours and you want, you know, you're gonna want somebody to be like, hey, you know, first of all, you get called in for jury duty. You know, it's just, you know, yeah. Mike Tyson was fighting that night. He fought Bruce.
That's where he was at. He was at the fight. Okay, all right, I get it. You guys took an oath, and one oath is a lie. I understood. All right. Yeah. Look, if this guy did it, or he was there, whatever, even though it was 30 years ago. Look, if he's out there making money and he's the one out there talking about it and everything like that, I mean, he brought it on himself. Yeah, I say.
Did. Yeah, he did.
I always found it strange that they have the footage of them jumping that Orlando dude, but they never got enough evidence to pin it on that dude? Like that was always weird to me.
Well,
Yeah.
That was always
Hey, you want to know something weird, bro? Something weird. When I first got married, my wife and I, we lived in Las Vegas, right? We lived in Las Vegas. Okay, we all know when Tupac pulled up to that red light, to that light, and then the white Cadillac pulled up next to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's on Flamingo. That's on.
Yeah, and Kobo.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
so what happened? They shot him, whatever. And this is what always got me. See, Suge Knight is from Vegas. He went to school there and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? So
Yeah.
this is what always got me.
Yeah.
This is what always got me. If he would have drove straight rather than throwing the U-turn back towards Vegas Boulevard and ending up on Covell, if he would have went straight, bro, there's a hospital.
Yeah.
There's a hospital. Might be like 2 miles down, mile and a half, 2 miles down. But if we went straight, we might have had a different thing, a different outcome. Maybe Tupac would still be here today. But being he's from Vegas, he went the opposite way of the hospital. Kind of interesting. But for me, yeah, I like Tupac's music. I wasn't a great fan, but I was very hurt the day he died because I was emotionally tied to the beef for the West Coast and the East Coast, and I was rooting for him. So when he died, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
geez.
Well,
That's about my thoughts.
Well, you know, Paul, that's a good point because I went to all the locations where all that went down. It's on my
Yes.
Instagram. I posted all that before. But yeah, had he even made a left, he would have went to the hospital where they actually took Tupac to.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand why he, like Paul said, he made a U-turn and then he went the opposite direction. Had he
That
just
always got me weird.
Yeah, it was strange,
The only thing I could think of is either he was in on it, which people think, which I don't think, or
No,
he
I
just, when you get shot at crazy, you think crazy,
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me get out of here, they're going that way, let's go this way,
I think in that defense so far, I think he was headed back towards the Luxor, thinking, I don't know, whatever he was thinking, or trying to get out of Las Vegas,
Yeah.
or whatever he was thinking, But
You,
yeah,
you see this, B? You see this, B? You see what's going on here? For the woman, oh, they were dead set on something. But when it's a man case, oh, now there's all these conspiracies, all these male chauvinists, man. I'm so sick of them.
No, man, Orlando did it, dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's
No, that's why I said they got clear footage of him getting jumped. I remember that footage.
Mhm.
They weren't able to find any other evidence, man. Like he had to be prime suspect number one. They couldn't. I just don't know how they got away with it, man, for so long. But hey, man, you know what? He's out there making money off of it, going on different podcasts and all that stuff. It's been 30 years. You had a nice run, Holmes. Hey, time to pay the piper, I guess. But
there's no what is it, statute of limitation for murder.
Mhm.
So he's done, man. If that's the case, if they find him guilty, and they're trying to say that he was not in Vegas, which is another thing. If they bring Foxy Brown in, and she places him there, he's done. The plot thickens, and I'll get off of this at this point. Also, too, P Diddy's also involved because there was a $1 million bounty for Suge Knight and Tupac from P Diddy. Stop, please.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure that out too, man. So the plot thickens, man. There's a lot of stuff going on right there, man. A lot of stuff that's gonna, that's not gonna, I don't know, man. I don't know if he goes down or a lot of people are gonna go down with him. Stop.
Foxy
Hey,
Brown was
Do you guys
Foxy.
think? Do you guys
Go for it.
think Suge Knight had something to do with Biggie?
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'll just say, man, Foxy Brown was a nice-looking lady, but she didn't last too long, man. She was in the spotlight too long. But yeah, I remember. I liked her. Hey, guys. All right, so we've lost a lot of celebrities, right? I mean, I think Dolly Parton's probably on the top of it, but Fred, run down the list of people that we've lost this week.
Oh well, first of all, it was Dolly Parton.
Hmm.
Then it was Tim Curry.
Tell us about Tim Curry for those who don't know.
Tim Curry played Pennywise in the original version of It, and was also the main star in the movie The Rocky Horror Picture Show, which he made famous for that one. He was in a bunch of
The one, okay, the one that everybody's gonna really know him from is in Home Alone Part 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hotel.
That's where everybody's gonna know him from. Home Alone Part 2. He's the guy that runs the hotel with the evil smile and stuff like that. Yeah, you're smooching with whatever. You're terribly mistaken, sir. You know,
Yeah.
that's him. That's Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yes. And then there was and I forget the gentleman's name, man. The one that played he did the voice of
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, yes. And I think he did the sound effects for the King Kong, 1976 too as well.
And also Predator. When Predator talked at the very end, when Schwarzenegger was about to crush him with the rock,
Yes.
that was him talking right there. Yeah.
So he's the voice actor. Him, and then there's God darn it, was it I forget the name. I don't know if you have the name there for the fourth guy. He was in Menace to Society. He was the girl's cousin that shows up to Kane in Menace to Society.
I don't like the way you've been treating my cousin, and she don't like the way you've been treating her, and I don't like it either, partner.
Yeah, partner. Yeah. He also,
partner. Yes.
Yeah, he passed today as well. So, yeah, man, it's been a rough. You know, these usually come in threes. This came in four. You know.
You know the one nobody's talking about is the girl from Remember the Titans. She died.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, she passed away. And you know the crazy thing about her, she was married or is she passed away to, I believe, Vitaly Klitschko, former heavyweight champion of the world, and they're like 20 years apart from each other, probably like 25 years apart from.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still married when she passed away, but she was married to, was it Vitaly or Vladimir? She was married to one of the Klitschko brothers, and there was a good like 15, 20, 25-year gap in between them. I was like,
they have a kid together too, a little girl.
Do you know if it's Vitaly or Vladimir, B?
Vladimir, I think I seen. Yeah.
Vladimir, okay, the younger brother. Okay, so maybe not 20 years, but maybe 15 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she passed away as well. Hey, Fred, what's your thoughts on Dolly Parton? Because she's probably the one that everybody is paying attention to the most. What's your thoughts on her?
Well, you know, man. I think it's sad, and I think it's. I mean, she was an icon, man. And you know what? Look, and mind you that in the 90s, the infamous song that Whitney Houston sang, originally it was Dolly Parton's song. You know, I will always love you. That was her song, man. And my, you know, aside from the country music, I also enjoyed a few of her movies that I thought that people don't think they're great. People think 9 to 5. See me, I'm thinking Rhinestone with Sylvester Stallone, dude, which is cheeseball. Yeah, it's a cheeseball movie, bro, but she's in it. I thought it was cool. The Hog. Anyways, you know, and he used a biscuit to soak up the gravy. You know, it's just a southern thing, I guess. But anyhow, yeah, man. I mean, when I think of her, yeah, obviously a lot of men think of two things from her, but I'm saying, I just think she was an icon, bro.
What two things, Fred? What two things?
You know, her mind was full, you know. You know, and it's unfortunate, man. And you know what? I think well, they said they kept it under wraps that she actually was battling cancer.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just, you know, it was a thing going, you know. I mean, that's what it is, you know. But hey, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I thought she was great. She also has a restaurant and stuff, and I think she has these frozen foods and stuff like that.
Her basically
Baking.
her whole family is employed through her.
Yes.
There, yeah, she has like businesses and everything that she owns, and basically her whole family's like almost all her family's employed through her. So yeah. Pablo, what's your thoughts, man?
Man, dude, she back when I was young, she was a goat. She was awesome. Her, Kenny Rogers, man. Country was
Yes.
they had some cool country songs back then.
Yes.
She was very famous, man. She was like an A-lister. And the funny part is we're going to Tennessee next year, and one of the places we're gonna go is Dollywood. Unfortunately,
Nice.
she'll no longer be alive, but it's kind of like a little Knott's Berry Farm. And yeah, we'll be going there after the summer. So it'll be interesting. But go, great, great artist. In fact,
Yeah.
what's that girl's name? Oh man, the wrecking ball chick.
Oh
Miley
yeah.
Cyrus, her
Miley
goddaughter.
Cyrus. I'm sorry, I'm old. So
Her goddaughter.
Dolly like had a lot to do with like kind of like discipling her in music too. So she a lot of people look to her as an icon and as someone to follow after. So there's a lot of artists today that she touched, especially in the country world.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Hey, B, do okay. Well, actually, let me ask you, B, first. What's your thoughts on Dolly Parton?
I'm sad about it. I've been a fan for a long time. My dad used to be in love with her back when. So when I got introduced to who she was, of course, I was like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Ah, that's exactly what I was gonna ask.
Yes. And then she was so soft spoken and so beautiful. Like I don't
Mm,
think I ever seen her not put together. So that was definitely somebody that you can seriously look up to, you know? Yeah.
Even when
okay,
she was
that
older, huh?
And you
that
know
that's
what?
exactly what I was gonna ask. That's exactly what I was gonna ask because all the ladies love her. Do they love her because she still looks sexy at her advanced age?
You know what? I admired her in a different way after like being grown now that I see a lot of her older stuff. She was the right to riches example, you know, meaning she came from dirt poor, left to Tennessee. I know that there was a letter that she wrote her parents. Meanwhile, she was en route to Tennessee, and she's just talking about how heartbroken she was to leave them, but she knew that that was best for her. So again, like I sit here and I like just the whole picture, like you said, everybody's employed through her. You know, she wasn't just the dumb blonde that had the boobs. Like she actually ran a whole literacy program, which is amazing. She had a bunch of children's books. She had numerous godchildren, which says, I think, a lot because why would you want anybody to be your kid's Nina if they weren't a good role model, you know? And she was able to actually make fun of herself in a funny way where, like, you agree with, like, there was no way you can hate Dolly Parton. You know, she would sit there and like I know that there's like clips of her running around that when she was little, they used to go to like a part of town where she used to see a girl that was like blonde with red lips, fingernails, and her mom was like, "That's just trash," you know. And then she says, "I want to be trash when I grow up." So you know, it's like just those things that like she never thought she was more than she was. She was always very humble, and I've noticed that a lot of people say that about her. Like right now that they're sharing little moments with her, that no matter who she came in contact with, she always treated everybody with respect
Yes.
and always made everybody feel important. And you know, I as a woman see that like to the max because we've gone back and forth with this. We always get um pretty much judged on looks, and she went over and beyond to prove everybody wrong with the whole again blonde dumb look, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love her, and I think Carl took her husband. He only died a year ago, so I honestly think that had a lot to do with it. Even though she did have she was battling cancer quietly. I believe it was kidney cancer that took her, so it was just sad. All of it was just so sad.
Wow.
Real quick, I want to go back to the. What'd you say? She broke the whole what look?
The dumb blonde look.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
You're
Denise.
saying she broke that mold?
Yeah, like people always assume because you're blonde, you're dumb. Because
Oh,
you're a girl, you're dumb.
okay.
Because you're good looking, you're dumb. She broke that whole like yeah, she broke all that. She wasn't
Got you.
dumb, you know?
Got you. Okay. Understood. Okay.
Denise.
Okay. I got something to say about this. All right.
Oh, be
Denise
careful,
went to the
Cholo.
movie.
We'll jump through the screen, bro.
All right. I know I got something to say about this. Okay. Look, again, the ladies love Dolly Parton, right? She still look good. I think any dude from 18 to 80 years old, privately, how many guys would still like a night with Dolly Parton, even at her advanced age? I think it's probably over 50%, honestly. And I think women gravitate towards that. She still had the cleavage, she still looked good. Back in the day, man, 50-year-old women, even dudes, looked old, like
Yeah.
old, and we're in an era now where it's like, doesn't matter. There's women in their 50s, still looking like they're in their 20s and dressing that way and all the cleavage and all that stuff, right? So I get that women, really felt a certain way when it came to Dolly Parton, and she's definitely an icon. Absolutely, I'm not going to take anything like that away from her.
Cholo.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Even though the way she looked and the way she was built and all that,
Mm,
dude. Above that, I think that's what B was getting to. Even above that, that was secondary to her character, the way she carried herself,
Yes.
her entrepreneurship, dude. She was
yes.
just the role model, dude, and everything else was secondary.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I agree.
She was
Yeah,
dope.
and I'm not saying anything different. The only thing, and nobody on here said it. Nobody on here said it. So I'm not like I'm disagreeing with anybody on here, okay? But I have heard a few people say this. And look, she's definitely a legend. She's an American icon for dang sure.
Hmm.
She's not the queen of country though.
You're right.
Everything else, she is that. She's definitely all that, but she is not the queen of country. I understand maybe that's just coming out of people's mouths that she's the queen of country because she started as a country singer and all, and she does have a couple of good jams that are kind of up there and all,
Mhm.
but she is not the queen of country. Everything else that people say that she is, she is. She's definitely a role model. She never really got into bad habits or anything of that sort. She was always kind, very polite. She started businesses, employed her whole family, all that good stuff, man. But the only thing that I would say is that she's not the queen of country. That is all. Is she a figure of country music? Absolutely. Sure, right? She got out of country music, and she didn't get out of country music, but she went above and beyond and did other things. She got into movies, and at some point, people kind of just knew her as just her, Dolly Parton. There's some people that really don't even really know her music, but they know her, Dolly Parton, right? She is just not the queen of country, and that's the only thing that I would say. Outside of that, definitely an American icon for dang sure. So,
I
uh,
might put her. I would probably put her as the queen of country.
So
There's
no
Reba.
other
There's her.
but she's okay, but she's not Pablo. She's not.
She has a
Might be.
song. Did you guys hear that she left the time capsule to be open in 20 years?
No, that be
Yeah, she
no.
left her last album is in Dollywood, and she has it locked away in a box, and
That's
it is
dope.
to be opened on her birthday, which is January. I forgot the number, but in 20 years from now, on her birthday is when they're supposed to open it. And yeah, you know what? There's the lady right here. She's talking about she wasn't a true blonde.
Yeah,
She wasn't, and she used to laugh about that because she's actually stood next to her picture, and this is all I ever wanted to be, a beach blonde babe, and blah blah blah. So I think we all knew she wasn't a real blonde, and that she got her boobs done because she was really proud of that too. And I know she says that everybody always looked at her front and that she had a nice ass too, but nobody cared. So yeah, I think that's one of the respectable things about her that I think as a woman I admire, because she didn't like shy away from that whole like, oh no, not me. No, she's like, I wanted a fake, I wanted them as big as they can, because that's what she's like said in little interviews and stuff. So yeah, I think for the real people that are true to who they really are, they deserve all the respect for that.
She
The
was
Yeah.
only
queen of
5 feet
country.
tall. She was only 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was small. She was a
Yeah,
little
she was a small chick. Okay, go for it, Fred. Go for it, Fred.
uh, mentioning movies, because we said the 9 to 5 and it's the Rhinestone, but there's
Yeah.
also
Best whorehouse.
Still Magnolias, and the Best Way to Whorehouse in Texas with Burt
Texas.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so those were some pretty good movies, though, man, of their time. You know.
Huge hit movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
queen of
yeah. Look,
country, right?
again, people are on the chat saying that I'm hating or hasting. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. She is everything that everybody is saying about her. Absolutely. The only thing that I'm not gonna say is she was not the queen of country. That is
So
it.
who?
Who's the
She's
queen, Cholo?
she's definitely a popular figure in country music, and that has kind of faded a little bit because, like I said, there's not that many people. Well, I shouldn't say that many people, but there's quite a few people that aren't really into her music, but absolutely adore her, and that's fine. You know,
So who's the queen, Cholo?
Yes. That's what we wanna know.
and okay, and here's the thing.
Between her and Reba. That's it.
And here's the thing, the real queen of country, I'm not even that big of a fan of her music. I mean, there's some of her songs that I enjoy, but there's other females that I think have better songs, but they're definitely not the queen, right? The real queen of country music is Reba McEntire.
Reba.
Oh,
She's up there too. Yeah.
No, she's not up there. No, she's the one. She is the queen. Yes.
No, yeah. I would. Yeah. And
Yeah,
she goes
she is.
back so many years too. Yeah.
I mean,
I would say Lorraine.
she sang at WrestleMania. The thing is, and I don't, again, what I'm about to say, it's gonna sound like I'm hating on Dolly. I'm not. It's just Reba
Yes,
did
you are.
not. Okay, no, no. The thing is that Reba did not have the look
Yes.
to go outside of country and build. She was in a movie. She was in the movie Tremors. Now that movie's badass. That movie's better
like
than
that
any
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
That movie is so damn good. And you know what? I'm surprised that you've seen that movie, B. I'm
That's
surprised.
it. When I was little, yes, I was so scared of
Oh,
that movie.
man. Reba sang at WrestleMania. Reba is the true queen of country. I'm not taking anything away from Dolly Parton, but Reba, everything that she did in country music, she definitely didn't have, the look, but my goodness, she is Miss Queen of Country, hands down. So that's all I'm saying. And I've heard a few people say like, "Oh man, we lost the Queen of Country." No, give her all her other accolades. She has them great, great. And like I said, I'm not even that big of a Reba fan.
Yeah.
There's many more songs of other women. I think Faith Hill has better songs, but
Yeah.
Faith Hill for dang sure is not the Queen of Country.
Okay, Cholo. But
Yes, sir.
Cholo, you know how you and I are big wrestling fans,
Yes.
and there always a debate who's the best ever, Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch,
Mm,
right?
right.
Well, in this case, Dolly Parton is Charlotte Flair, and Reba is Becky Lynch.
That's
Just
not true,
FYI.
Pablo. That's not true. Oh, no, no, no. It's like saying, no, Pablo. It's like saying, is The Rock the best ever? The Rock was really good. People still think about wrestling when they think about The Rock, but he has moved on from wrestling, right? He is now just a character, right? Whether it's an actor, some people still see him as a wrestler. He is not the king of wrestling, even though he started as a wrestler. He started in so many movies now. Would you say that he is the king of wrestling or the face of wrestling? No, he's not.
Well,
he never won.
okay, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I would put Dolly as the Hulk Hogan.
Ah,
Yeah.
No,
With
because
blonde hair.
she shined big.
oh gosh.
And
Okay, are
then
we done for the night?
I would put Reba as the Rock. How about that?
Yeah.
No. Oh God. All right, we're done for. All right, Pablo, you're not invited anymore, dog. You know what, man?
It doesn't matter.
Pablo. Oh, Pablo, come on, dog. That's oh man. You know what? After that, you're gonna end up as the next door neighbor of that Lindsay Clancy thing in the same nut house now. Come on, man.
Hey,
Come on.
you know who the queen of
And I want
country
to be
is?
clear. I want to be clear. I'm not even that big of a fan of Reba. There's some songs that I like of hers, but I'm not that big of a fan of hers.
Hey, she has a great personality too, bro.
Yeah.
Great
She's
personality.
the queen of country. She's the queen of country. She is. She sang at WrestleMania 8. She was, man.
She was on the Little Rascals. She has that new show right now on TV. She's cool. She's cool. I want to add one fact that I agree that Cholo mentioned earlier, that you never heard of her getting into anything nasty as far as being a good role model. She was one of the oldest women who holds the title on the Playboy magazine. And she posed only under her conditions, which was a black bunny suit, and she showed absolutely nothing. So she does hold that title, oldest woman on the cover of the Playboy magazine, fully clothed. Yeah.
And because of that, I'm throwing a challenge to all you older ladies. Who's gonna break that record? You become the.
Well, she was only 32, so yeah, she wasn't that old.
Well, hey, any 33-year-old out there, hey, a record's waiting for you to break it. So,
Man, you know who the queen of country is, guys?
who's that?
Little Nas X. I'm kidding.
Oh Lord.
Who's that?
That's disgusting, bro.
That joke went over my head. I don't even hear. Did you hear me sing?
Don't even try, dude. Don't even try. Don't even Google it. Nothing.
Okay.
Old Town Road, bro. Old Town Road.
Oh, that guy. Ah, stop.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you.
You know,
I get you. I get you.
bro.
It wasn't a bad song for Rocky for Rambo 5. I actually kind of enjoyed that song in Rambo 5. So
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Yes.
all right.
Hey,
Man.
you know, I like the Budweiser song that he did on Rhinestone. But hey, that's me. That's me. I'm just.
Fred, any movies you recommend? I watched the movie Ambulance over the weekend with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
That is such a great movie.
Yes.
I recommend that movie to everybody. That movie I heard you talk about it, Fred. That movie's so damn good, man. I really enjoyed it. B, have you seen Ambulance?
No.
It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna have to see it though now.
It's good. It's with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's good. They're two brothers, but one is white, one is black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne, right? Is it Lawrence Fishburne in that too?
What? No.
No.
No, I don't see him. It's been a couple of years. It's a couple of years old, but it's good.
Why?
Where's that movie?
Well, wait. Hang on a second, Fred.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same movie here?
Oh, it's got to be over 4 years, bro. Or about that, maybe 5.
I don't think so. Well, first of all, Lawrence Fishburne is not in that movie.
Okay. Yeah, Ambulance. It's been a while, bro.
I don't know if it's that old, Fred.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out, bro. It's got to be.
I could be wrong. Well, look, I saw it on Netflix. For anybody, Netflix, The Ambulance with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth watching. So it's a good one. It's a good one. So anything else you recommend, Fred?
You know what, bro? God, off the top of my head, I haven't seen anything good. I've seen a couple of. I don't remember what it was. Oh, you know what? Hold on. What's the movie called? You know what? I shouldn't even mention it, bro. I saw. It's with. Darn it. the guy from American History X. What's his name? Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton and oh God. Oh, the guy from Knocked Up. What's his name?
Well, you're really selling this movie to us, Fred. I can feel it.
You know what? I'll shut up, bro. I'll shut up. I can look it up, but it's
The one where he gets out of prison.
no. That's American History X. No. Hold on. Give me a second here. I'm being very
Okay.
unprofessional right now. I'm usually on my game.
They have
But-
internet in the tent.
Yeah. I'm right here on Skid Row, bro. I'm right here in the neighborhood. I'm Skid Row, bro. I'm right here on Skid
The
Row.
Odyssey must see, but watch a trailer before you go see it. Yeah, I was recommended. Hey, what's up? What's up to brother Tony here? Yeah, I actually had breakfast with his brother right here, Tony, and he was telling me about that movie. I gotta go check it out.
Okay. No, you know what? The movie I'm talking about is called The Invite.
The Invite.
The
Okay.
Invite. And it's sorry, Andrew. Sorry, I'm making you tired, bro. No, the Invite. I'll put it to you guys this way. It-
How
it-
mean? Don't tell that to Fred.
It holds you all the way through. The movie holds you all the way through. And then the third act, it just takes a turn and it's like, what? It just kind of, yeah. And the Invite, and I'll break it down for you guys like this. It's about two couples.
Mm.
And then they invite the couple from upstairs to come down and have dinner with them, and all this other stuff. And then they start talking about swapping, and doing all this crazy stuff, bro. And it just get into a big old thing. But then the
The
ending,
pineapple people.
oh yeah, no, but it's funny though. It's funny. It's never mind. I'm not gonna say her name.
Penelope Cruz?
Yes, she's in it. She's in it as well. Yeah.
Okay. And they swap. They're like swingers and everything. They swap.
No. They're talking about the whole thing all the way through. But then the third act, it kind of gets like very serious, and it's like, wow, it was just kind of like, okay, not that you're expecting to see anything, but I thought it was gonna have a much happier ending. It just got deadly serious. Like you're watching a comedy, and you're taking it for what it's worth, but then it gets like super serious, and you're like, okay, that's it, and that's it.
I'm gonna watch it, Fred. What's it called? The Invite. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
Hey, I'm just telling you, it holds you all the way through until the end. You're like, okay, what the heck, man? So it's a good one-time watch, if that, to me, But yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
All right, let's wrap it up. By the way, shouts to all the Niner fans with your prostitute-loving owner. B, what do you got coming? Well, go for it, Fred.
No, the Niners are on the quest for 6, and the owner's on the quest for 6. But anyway, go ahead.
Do you know what? Where's it at? Where's it? Come on. Fred Segura, everybody, come on. Come on. You lined it up. All right. B, what do you got coming up, girlfriend?
Tomorrow night, guys. So tune in, kqbhla.com, so you could hear me. And I wanted to extend an invitation to whoever's watching and you guys here. The day of the fight, which is September 12th, I've been working on a huge event. I had to change venue location. So I'm very thankful that Jesse over at Tier 1 Auto in San Bernardino was able to open up his space for us. So that's where we're going to be having an event from 4 in the afternoon all the way till probably midnight. So you guys are all welcome to come through. I'm having a full fashion show. I'm having the little kids come in and do the folklorico dancing. I have live artists on stage. I got my friend, a comedian, that's going to do a couple of going to do a set. So if you guys ain't doing nothing, I'm supporting the small businesses in the area by giving them a place to be able to come and sell some stuff. We do the intermission, which is a show on stage, and then we end it with streaming the fight there, the Canelo fight. So again, if you guys ain't doing nothing, September 12th, come on through. This is my first annual El Grito event. San Bernardino, Tier 1 Auto.
Okay, and just to I just want to clarify, Canelo's not fighting on that date, but it is September 12th, correct?
He's not fighting that day?
no. And Ryan, no, Ryan, no. Don't. There's still a fight going on. There's still a fight going on. But no, he's not fighting. He fights on Halloween. Ryan
Oh,
Garcia is gonna fight Connor Ben. Um,
okay.
so maybe that's the fight. Originally, Canelo was supposed to fight that day,
And he's
but
not.
it probably wouldn't have worked either because his fight is scheduled to be in Saudi Arabia. So over here,
Um,
our time, it would
yeah.
have been on like at 3 in the afternoon, but it
Okay.
got pushed back. It got pushed back to Halloween, as a matter of fact. But Ryan Garcia versus Connor Ben, which is a pretty big fight as well. They're fighting in Vegas, so maybe that's the fight that they're talking about streaming. So
Yeah, probably.
yeah,
All I
that's
know is that it was supposed to be Canelo fight. Now it's not. So just come for everything else, guys.
okay. Yeah, that's right.
I
That's
know
right.
Canelo doesn't have like as many fans anyway. They just like to watch it just cuz. So just come hang out, guys. I have my folklorical dancers are amazing. They're a bunch of little kids and they are good. So come through.
It is an outdoor or indoor event.
It's an outdoor event, but we
Okay.
have a good it's covered. It's covered. So you won't be all up in the sun, uncomfortable. It's good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Pablo, the LA Times. What do you got coming up, homie?
Yes, sir. Thanks everybody for tuning in with us and putting up with this bigot right here, Trollo Trucker. It's been interesting. You know, and he is biased. He's all these things, but not a lot. I got like I told you, I got all that stuff going on in behind the scenes, which will be in the front soon. But I do want to shout out something. Every year, Denise Castillo, a few of us, Denise was in the comments and stuff. We all go. If you watch the movie Back to the Future, every year,
Yeah.
every year where they filmed that movie at the Puente Hills Mall. There's a get together. Actors come, DeLoreans, all the cars from the movie. I mean, there's probably 15 DeLoreans, but they're fixed up like Back to the Future. The cast, everybody comes. A couple of thousand people come. So we do every year. So October 26th, that's coming up. And I just wanted to throw it out there because if you're a YouTuber, that's a great chance to film and
Oh yeah.
cross over and film a different audience than you usually get. But other
Yeah.
than that, man, I just want to send my love to Two Face, to Freddie, to B, and to Cholo, man, and just it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice.
Likewise.
You know what, Paul? I was watching a YouTube channel a couple years ago, and I saw you in there, man. Right there at that same event. They
Yeah,
had it every year. Yeah, I saw you in
it
there.
got big now, man. Now the actors show up and it's crazy, bro. It's
Nice.
crazy. So,
Nice.
and they might turn down that mall, so this could be the last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So if you
Yes.
can make it this year, man, it's worth the drive and get autographs from the cast and
Yeah.
just hang out with all the cars.
I think
Yeah,
I
my
saw it on. Oh, no, I was gonna say I think it was Adam DeWoo I was watching when I saw Paul in there. I was like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
R.I.P.
you
Adam.
know, R.I.P. Adam, bro. Seriously, yes.
Yeah, my homie, he's actually security at that mall, and
Really.
he's saying that yeah, they're probably gonna tear it down. So, yeah, so
They're
Oh,
doing like a data center there, right? That's my mall. I was raised right there in La Puente, so that was my mall. And I have a friend that's in politics, so he's trying to go against the whole using that center as a data center of some sort, and it's a big old scandal over there. But yeah,
yeah.
I had a friend coming in from Texas 2 years ago too to cover the Back to the Future event, so I didn't even realize that was a thing. He came all the way from Texas just for that. I was like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So
People
yeah,
come from
that'll be a cool one
Australia,
to go catch.
from everywhere, man. It's all over the world, bro. This might be the
Yeah.
last one. So I'm gonna try to drag a Sunny Boy, like Denise said. We want to get Sunny Boy there. I know, like we're not gonna give him his warm milk, so he stays up late. We got to get that guy out the house.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
maybe
Cholo, man,
some,
you got to get out and do something, brother.
What are you talking, man? I'm surprised that you guys even caught me here. Yeah, I'm seriously, man. I'm all man. I'm everywhere, Holmes. I'm a different area codes, Holmes. All right. Shout outs to Big Joe Castro, man.
Hey,
Uh,
saludos.
Frederick the Entertainer. What do you
Yes,
got
sir.
coming up, big dog?
You know what? I have some new content I'm gonna put up. Usually I put them up like I'll put it up like on Friday. I'm thinking I'm gonna push it back. I think I'm gonna hold it off till Sunday afternoon and put it up on Sunday. So it's a continuous thing of the whole Tupac thing. I'm just pretty much cutting it down into a into just kind of crash course. So somebody that does not watching the whole thing, you get to catch up that way. And that's really it, man. Oh, I have an appointment tomorrow. Yay! But yeah, other than that, I'm good, brother. I'm good. I mean, hey, you know what? And yeah, that's it, man. That's it, pretty much. I'm gonna lay low for, and then well, spend time with my girl this weekend too and stuff. So yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. A hopeless romantic, I mean, hey, we're gonna,
Ay, man.
nice,
I,
nice.
I,
Hey, hey, I'm in love, bro. I'm in love. I'm not gonna.
Mm.
I knew you was gonna. Oh man, man, look at him. He passed out.
Hey, Denise, doesn't he laugh like Arnold Horshack?
man, I gotta change house for that one. Oh,
Good time, brother. Good time. Man, see, man, I'm in love, bro. Oh man.
One day I wish somebody would love me like you love your girl.
Oh wow.
oh,
For
God.
real.
I don't know. I
One
don't know.
day.
B, that could be scary. That could be very scary. Fred loves, like he loves, like
That's what
that
I
could be
need.
scary.
I've never been loved in my life. I have a
Hold on.
birthday coming up. I've
Ah,
never had a celebration for my birthday ever. You know that? That is so sad.
Really?
B, we'll party for your birthday. When's your birthday? Well, yo, tell us off air. We'll throw you like a little shindig. Man, I'm aging myself right there, huh?
September.
Shindig.
The shindig. Yeah.
I know, hold on. I don't want to get. Hold on. I want to rib on Fred a little bit more. So, I mean, you're in love, Fred. I swear, Fred, you're an
I know.
exquisite man of passion, dog. You're an exquisite man of. You know what, Fred? In all reality, Holmes, I'm happy for you, dog. I'm happy
Gracias,
for you.
gracias.
On the real, Holmes, I'm happy for you, dog. I know what you went through and all that stuff, man. I'm not gonna put your personal life out there, but
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, Holmes.
Gracias, Hey, bro. You know what, bro? And it's a thing that it's like, wow, you really learn about yourself. It's awesome. It's really awesome, bro. When you can,
Are you saying love will change a man, Fred?
oh, dude, if you find the right one that appreciates it, bro, you're good. You're good. You're good. Hey, bro, I'm so gold right now, bro. Pony Boy got nothing on me, bro. I'm so gold right now. I'm staying gold, bro. I'm staying gold.
Oh, wow. B, do you know what movie he's referring to?
No. Pony Boy? The
Yeah.
Outsiders or what is it? The
You got it. Boom. See?
Outsiders.
That's
Sí, no estoy tan tonta.
That's what it is.
That's a good note to go out on, but we're not gonna go out quite yet because I gotta go ahead and say pow. Yes,
Hey,
reminder.
Yes. Let's
Uh,
do it.
Friday, September 25th is the Los Angeles Stair Climb. I started training already. When I first started training, good gosh, man, I was dying. I was like, son of a bastard. I am so dang sore. The soreness is starting to go away, and I'm starting to feel confident about it, man. I'm starting to feel good about this, So, B, I mean, how are you feeling, girl?
I'm doing it. Have you registered? Because we need to register, right?
Yeah, I'm registered.
Okay, I'll register this weekend. so we can do this. But I'm in. I don't know if I'll survive or if I'll finish, but I'm definitely in.
Okay, you're not going to tell us your birthday, but is this before your birthday or after your birthday?
My birthday's the 7th, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, it's after, obviously. Yeah.
We won't be on this week. Next week, we won't be on for her birthday.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so your birthday's coming up.
The 7th, yeah. It's next. Yeah. It's like in 10 days.
Oh, man.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see something here. You know, hold on. I'm not trying to run the show here, but I think, let me see.
Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred.
I'm moving it.
Come on, lover boy. Come on, you got this.
It's on a Monday, bro. It falls on a Monday, on Labor Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that means we go party hard on Sunday.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we can come in for an hour, bro.
Okay. It's not off the table. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. And we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. But hey, for anybody who hasn't registered, it is Friday, September 25th, the Los Angeles Stair Climb. Yes, you go ahead, register. It is 1,664 steps to get to the top, 75 stories. You'll be over 1,000 feet above terra firma. I've done it before. It's been a few years, but once you're up there, I tell you, man, you see the city like you've never seen it before. It is awesome. And there is a block party downstairs. So it's not like you just do it. You could just go home right after if you want, or you could go downstairs and hang out. You know, they got food, they got vendors. It's a cool little event. So you could do that, or go nerd out with Pablo, man, at the Puente Hills Mall. Either one. It's all good. It is all good, man.
I need to go to that mall thing, bro. I need to get there, man, to the thing. You know, seriously.
Come through. We'll go. I want to go before
You're a movie mogul, homie. You're a movie mogul. You need to go, dog.
Thank you. No, yeah. You know what? There's a guy in Vegas, Video Bob, or Bob Mosley. He makes those cars, those DeLoreans. He builds them, you know. So yeah, it'd be cool to go see that, man. Seriously. Yeah,
come through, we'll go. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, if you do go, Fred, I'll roll, Holmes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll do the round table live from
Puente Hills Mall.
Yes. That's right. We're gonna start a protest there. Don't tear it down.
Hey,
all right.
You guys better go. Dinner on Cholo.
Ah, man, you put dinner on me, man.
You don't go out, so you must have a ton of money, bro.
Hey, I'll pay as long as everybody orders from the dollar menu.
We'll go to that Calaveras next door. They have nice drinks there.
Yes. See, now we're talking. I'm down, man. I'm down. Let's do this.
Before we go, ambulance 2022.
Ambulance.
Okay.
Where's it at?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Netflix with Jake Gyllenhaal. I enjoyed that movie. Yeah. So, all right. Listen, man, we ran way over time today. All right. Let's get out of here. That is our lovely B1 Miss Becky Lopez. You guys can find her on the radio tomorrow if you guys are watching this live every Friday night on 101.5
FM.
Yes. All right.
QBHLA.com. So if you're not near me, you can still hear me. No excuse.
Nice. I like that tag. A man that doesn't need a tag because he is super cool. Mr. Pablo from the LA Times. Gracias, Big Pablo. You know, we always read about each other, Hans, but on the real, dog, you're my carnal, man. And I'm on YouTube because of him. So, and I'll never forgive him for that.
About time, bro. You give me credit, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, I'll never forgive you, dog. I'll never forgive you for putting me on YouTube, man. It's been heck ever since. All right, man. And of course, the exquisite man of passion, the man that is just in love, man. And it is sweet to see. Our friend, our brother, one Mr. Fred Segura from Two Face Entertainment, Cholo Trucker,
Man,
the Round Table. Happy birthday to our lovely Lady B. And we'll
Thank you.
talk off air. We'll talk off air. We'll
Thank
catch you
buddy.
guys in 2 weeks, maybe before. We'll see. Will
Buenas
you see?
noches.
Later.